Reggie here, and I want to welcome you to another one of my videos. A lot has transpired in a relatively short period of time since the last video that I did. I managed to make it out to a gun range. After not going to a gun range or even handling a firearm for several years, I managed to make it to a range and it felt good. It honestly felt good to send rounds down the range, hit the target, and actually stay on target. And honestly, I was impressed with just how quickly things started to come back to me once I was in the booth and was handling my firearms. The one thing that I wish had gone better, I wish that my Walther PPK had not continued to jam on me. This gun jams maybe 4 times while I was out there. So I kind of gave up on that and I just stuck with my 6-hour P250. That thing has never failed me in all the years that I've had it. So it was a good time. It was a good time at the range and I'm hoping to make it back out there soon. Part of the reason for that is that I've signed up for my CCW course. And as I mentioned before, this course is taking place at the local Cabela's. And so that class is just a few days away. So needless to say, I'm very excited about that, but I'm hoping to make it back to the range to have a little bit more time with my firearm before showing up for class and having to do all that they're going to ask of me for the day that I'll be there. And I think it runs from 10 to 7. So it's definitely going to be a long day that includes classroom time and range time, but definitely a very long day ahead of me. But fingers crossed that I can make it to the range. The other big thing that has happened is that I've actually applied for a permit and been approved, and I'm actually hoping to go pick up my permit at the sheriff's department tomorrow. Once I have that in hand, I should be able to immediately go pick up a new firearm. I actually bought the firearm as soon as I was approved for the permit. I actually jumped online, found the firearm that I wanted, and went ahead and purchased it, but I need the permit to pick it up. I decided on the 6-hour P365, and I decided to go with the X. And the X has a longer grip because I have some slightly larger hands, so I felt like the X was going to work better for me than the regular P365, which I've held that one. It felt a little tight or a little cramped in my hand, so I think that the X is going to work better for me. I decided to not go for the XL. I didn't want the long barrel and the long hand grip, so I just stuck with the regular X. So again, a lot of progress has been made in a relatively short period of time. The other thing that I want to talk about is the stuff that has shown up here at the house. I've spent a little money, and a few things have shown up. This is a bag from Savior for my AR. Went ahead and got this bag because I do want to get out to the range with the AR at some point. I haven't yet done that. Oh, did I tell you I bought an AR? I bought an AR, an Aero Precision AR, and definitely excited to have that. I have not yet been to the range. I've actually been traveling for a little bit here, so I haven't been out with the range with that one, but I decided to pick up a tactical bag, so that showed up while I was out of town. And then I also had a holster from 2A4 Life show up here at the house. So we're gonna take a look at both of those things. So first, let's look at the holster that showed up. And I think that this holster should work for the SIG 365. We'll see. I tend to wear a lot of athletic wear. Rarely do I actually have a belt on. So this is 2A4 Life. This is their belly band holster. And honestly, every time I say belly band to my wife, she laughs. Because a belly band is oftentimes for pregnant women, but we went with the belly band and holster at the medium because I have a relatively small waist. The packaging says that this is the most comfortable and versatile holster. So this thing can be held or used in a number of different positions. So we will see. Get this thing out of here. I think this is basically made out of neoprene. I think that's what the main material is. So not much in the way of packaging for this. It's kind of just like a little pouch with a snap and a sheet in there with a silica packet. But this is what it looks like. Basically a small neoprene band with some Velcro. here. Single stitched Velcro. Potentially a double stitch would have worked a little bit better, just in terms of not pulling these edges off, but it is what it is. Thing was relatively inexpensive, and I think this is the snap that holds the firearm in place. I think it goes in this pocket right there. I don't know if you'll be able to actually see that there, but a couple of, oh, that's even Velcro. It's a Velcro little snap that they place across this thing, and you just snap it in place. So I have to play around with this a little bit later. We'll see how this works out. Oh, I didn't know that there's a couple of magazine holders here, again, all made out of neoprene. It all appears to be mostly single stitch all the way around this thing, but very cool. We'll see how well that works out. I've been watching a lot of videos online about different holsters and what's comfortable, what's not, what works with one type of apparel versus not. And again, I wear a lot of athletic wear. Very rarely do I wear anything with a belt. So we'll see how well this works out. There's a few other things that I have my eyes on, so we'll see if I have to make some other adjustments. But the thing that I'm probably most excited about is the Savior tactical bag. I got online and ordered this thing, and it came in relatively quickly. Again, I was out of town when it showed up. They actually put a targets included inside. They have made targets out of the box. You cannot go wrong with that. The packaging's not terrible, right? I mean, they have a fully branded box, both inside and out. It's not bad. Might as well make use of the material, right? So, sealed in a plastic bag here. And I ended up going with the I don't even know what they call this thing. What do they call this thing? Durable, versatile, reliable. I can't remember what the material is, but I think it's called a coffin shape. It's a coffin shape bag. This thing is pretty nice. I mean, it was more expensive if you ordered it from their website. I ended up getting it from Amazon for a little bit less, but from the way that the photos looked on the website for Savior, this tactical bag is really, really nice. Probably need to get a slightly better setup so that I can show all of this stuff off to you guys a little bit better than what I'm able to do with the current setup. But I kind of like this thing. It has a shoulder strap so you can sling it across the body. Very cool. This thing is very nice. I absolutely love the color. It's like a dark green with a little bit of brown in it. Again, I'm not certain how much of this is actually going to show up on camera, but really, really nice bag. A lot of material here. A lot of material. I can see why it was a little more expensive, because this is a lot here. But again, really cool stuff. Super pumped that this stuff is finally showing up. Now I can actually play with it and really check it out. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I certainly want to encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Take care.